I secured a full-time role at Logitech as an AI engineer. JEE was a failure for me. Marks won't matter at some point. You will get a medal for marks, you will get a certificate more for marks, but you won't get a real life industry experience from marks. Here I got a different reality check. Like, no, I had to start early in my life. I need to have a first mover advantage. People actually joined this degree just thinking it's an online degree. They'll have Zoom classes or something, and at the end they'll sit at home and the certificate will come flying to them. IITM degree is league ahead of any offline degree that you compare from small colleges.
Hi Sarthak, thanks for coming on our podcast. Can you just briefly introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, so as you said, my name is Sarthak Gautam. I hail from Chandigarh and I am a student of this BS degree, and I just completed the BS degree in the May term with all the credit requirements. Along with that, I have done another degree as well. And the reason I'm here, I just joined, I secured a full-time role at Logitech as an AI engineer. So I'm happy to be here giving an interview to Farhan. So thank you for inviting me.
Okay, thanks for coming. So, Sarthak, what motivated you to join BS degree?
So I'll elaborate over this topic, to be
Yeah.
frank. It was COVID time and everyone was seated at home. And it was my JEE time, my first attempt at JEE, and I couldn't secure a computer science seat as well. So I had a passion to do computer science. I wanted to do like entirely into computers. There's no way I could join any other thing. I have tried various things, various hobbies, horse riding and things, everything I want. But the computers were the intimidating part for me. JEE was a failure for me, so I couldn't get a CSE. But at the same time, I saw news about IITM BS program, and it was online. Because it was COVID time, I didn't want it to go out of my home just to study, because everyone was scared, no vaccination, nothing was there. So I just enrolled in this program just as a backup to my other ambitions. But I didn't know like this backup will convert into my full-time thing, and we had something like we had to enroll in an offline college too. So I also side by side enrolled in an offline college for computer science thing. But this is a degree that I wanted to pursue. It gave me entire learning opportunity till date.
Okay, great. Which courses have you taken, and what was your favorite one?
I have done various courses. I just completed, as I said, BS requirements. I've taken plenty of courses. I would say plethora of courses. So every course has its own unique structure, own unique selling point, I would say, and they teach you differently from the regular conventional knowledge. For example, though it's not a completely programmatical code, there was a course called design thinking. It gave the structure thinking pattern to startup design, to how to look a problem, how to approach a problem. So that was the course that broke my introvertness, and I became an extrovert after that. Sort of. I'm still introvert, but I feel like I'm extrovert. Apart from that, there were like really coursework related courses. For example, LLMs, DL, the entire AI lineup, RL and things. Those were like really tricky courses. They required much effort to be put into them, but they are for our development. We develop upon them, and because of those courses, I guess I'm there in the Logitech now.
So, how was your overall experience? How has it been in this program? Like, if you were to sum it up.
So there were lots of ups and downs, I would say, like lots of ups and downs. Doing 2 degrees is not an easy task, to be honest. When everything got offline after COVID, I had to go to my offline college too. I had taken a fast path over here in the diploma, and it was like we are from very first batch. We don't have any reference for any courses and things. So, and there was no chat GPT at that time. So I took courses. The hardest one, the trickiest projects were there, MAT 2, BDM, and other things, and along with the offline college. I sort of overran myself over there, and I fell prey to stress and things. and I continued over there. Every exam was a sort of stressful environment. I enjoyed learning. That's not a problem for me. I enjoyed the learning thoroughly. I just gave all my time, taking out from my health as well, to this program. But so that was the enjoyable level over here. But that I didn't realize that I was overrunning myself. I realized it at too late point of time. Even like today, I would say that I realized it 3 or 4 months back. But it's really thing. But this was a down thing. But there are lots of up things as well. I did my TAship over here after completing my offline college. It was a like turning point for my like how I perceive the world. I see the things around me. I made genuine connections. I like to come up on the TAship part like in a really elaborate manner the further course of the interview.
So like when you realized it, how did you overcome those challenges? Like
I didn't realize it directly that it's something like that, but I was constantly again overrunning myself like full pace thing. Like I was too indulged in studies. I didn't care to have friends outside. But there was a turning point. My offline degree got over, and I was sort of dicey what to do next. And I was exploring all the options, study abroad programs, jobs, and things. And I got a option to apply for TAship in Python subject. And in September 23, I came over here. To be precise, 29th September I came. And it was like entire turnout for me. Like I met people in the degree for not the first time I came in a paradox, just for 2 or 3 hours when I was awarded. I had to go the exams things also, offline college. But this was the first time I made friends over here. I met my really close friends over here. I like to name a few because they are genuinely good. So Rishabh and Arshpreet, Purva, Manas, we met over here. I still remember how I met all of them. Like the entire timeline is into my mind. Like how we were running for lunch and I caught Rishabh. Okay, you are my roommate and let's go. And they're still with me. And I want them to still with me for my entire. And we started enjoying the life over here. There was no course pressure. I started like I relaxed the course pressure. Because the Python TAship was there, so I already knew Python. I knew how to teach it. I didn't have to prepare much for that. So I just used to teach, and then we just enjoyed every single bit of the campus life. We were happy together. We were sad together. We cried together. When I appeared for 3 interviews when I was here in campus, and I believe like my interviews went too good, but there was a rejection from their side. I was not selected in the interview, and there's a fear of rejection that everyone inculcates after going through this thing. I too had. Then one day there was a message on the DL group that Arun sir is recording LLM course over campus. If you want to see, you can come over. And one of my fellow TA told me like, let's go and attend and let's do some project over LLMs. So my job role is in LLMs. I didn't had much chance to work LLMs when I was at home. So in May term I was at home, but I knew what's LLM, but I didn't work. We went there and we really liked the course. I got regular into that recording. Mitesh sir called us for some prompt engineering thing also, and from there it started to be in line. Like everything started happening in line. I started going for that course. I started enjoying them, and then suddenly Logitech came into the picture. They wanted to hire specifically for LLMs and thing. I was not keen to apply. I had a fear of rejection at that point. But someone told me like, why are you not applying for that job? And I applied. I studied again. Till that point, we were happy. But I then again overran myself. There was cyclone over here, and my friends were going outside for a movie. I refused to go out. Two of my friends refused. Due reasons, Rishabh and Ash, they both refused. And I just prepared straight for 2 weeks, like straight, like going into entire detail, revising everything that Mitesh sir has told. And I got so much like over prepared. I just sat into the interview and I knew within like 2 or 3 days that others are also appearing for interview. I just talked to them. Some guys contacted me, and I like, okay, there's high chances I'll get selected into Logitech. And when I was sitting in NEC for some ops work, I got a call that I got selected. It was a really good moment for me. It was an internship, but it was my first internship in any corporate world. I haven't done any internship before that, so I was too happy. I called my parents, and my friends were there. Rishabh was there. I called my friends Purva and Arsh. I was too happy at that time. I was like, I, I, I don't care about end term now. I'm too happy, and that's how TAship. Then I had to end a TAship early due to my joining date. I still miss campus. I tried some techniques to be on campus yet after that, but they didn't work out. But I still miss that moment we were at night roaming around at campus and just discussing various things, random things. So that's how I overcame everything from like overrunning myself to be a person who lives in a present moment. So that's how I went to.
That's a very fascinating point that this this TAship played a very crucial role in transforming your life.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with that. If I wasn't at campus, I would not have looked into the opportunity. I might not have been prepared for the opportunity. I might have just stuck with it, like I'll complete BSc and then I'll start, or I'll complete BS, then I'll start with internship. Here I got a different reality check. Like, no, I had to start early in my life. I need to have a first mover advantage that I had, and everything, the series of events that occur, like getting message from Arun sir to attend the class in a 2 week or so period, getting offer letter from this JD from Logitech. It was really good, and that's made me to stay in Chennai itself. I'm here from that time onwards.
So, how's your life here in Logitech? Like, how's it working there and living in Chennai?
Okay, Chennai part I won't like to touch.
Okay.
But Logitech, because it's a mix of sweet and sour experiences, but the sweetest experience I'm with my friends sometimes. The sour one, I'm away from my family. Uh, but Logitech, that gives you real growth opportunities, I would say. I didn't felt any pressure working over there. I could work at my convenience. I just need to be focused on what I need to deliver. That's the only thing they want. They are happy with us. We enjoy working over there in turn. There's a altogether, like, I have heard corporate memes. I never had corporate experience before, so I just experienced corporate from a meme standpoint. Like, this is how it is: 9 to 5, you go and you put your ID card. Like, you sort of are bound to them. But I never felt that way in Logitech. My team is really nice. My team is considered manager and things, so they are really nice. They care for us genuinely, and yeah, we have free lunch too, so some days, so that's also thing.
So, what would you suggest to the learners like who are currently pursuing this degree, BS degree? Like, what would you suggest to keep in mind while pursuing this degree to get these kinds of opportunities and to excel?
So my first point will be, marks won't matter at some point. You will get a medal for marks, you will get a certificate more for marks, but you won't get a real life industry experience from marks. Try to start as early as possible if you want to go into industry, or if you want to go into research work, try to aim for campus. There are research internships going around. That said, you shouldn't neglect your studies as well, because some might have a filter criteria. Okay, this CGPA is a filter criteria, and you should have a fear of studies a bit. because if you don't have a fear, psychological fear, you will end up not studying at all. If you have a fear of exam, you will gradually, slowly, okay, I need to study it. When you start studying it, you will start enjoying it. That's how a great journey will begin. It's my like really beginning terms. I'm not able to comment on it because I just finished. I don't know. I did many things wrong in this degree. That might not be a correct way to do it, and I'm not the right person to comment on that thing. Maybe someone enjoying more than me is happy in this degree with other set of uh, rules that he's following. But from my side, it will be like enjoy each bit of this degree. Try to gain as much of peer experience. Maybe we have groups in this degree. The house is in this degree. I was in Sundarban's house. Try to compete for elections, become GL, have some position of responsibility, be web ops developer, be a digital media head. Just try it out because you are in a student life. You won't experience it later. You can do any mistake over here, but that will be forgiven. But at later point of time, if you do mistakes, it will won't be necessary or like necessarily look good on your entire career path. So that's my g-
Yeah. So
take.
IITM BS this degree offers some extracurricular activities too, like as in form of societies or paradox fests and clubs and all. So were you anyhow involved in these?
Initially don't I didn't care about it that these societies. I joined them. I joined their WhatsApp group. They were pretty inactive. My group was pretty inactive. But after finishing my other degree, I just realized let's experiment. Why I was away from elections from my entire life, from my school elections, like group, not group leaders, like the house leaders and things that schools used to have, the secretaries at college had to have. I just ran. I like why to waste some time over election. But I just randomly gave a thought like it's my last year or so. Let's give it a try. Let's apply for GL, and I got selected as GL. I was pretty inactive after becoming GL, but when I came to Chennai, I saw some secretaries working over there. I met them, and they were happy with the offerings that they have. So I started working with them. They recognized my other potential. I just casually said like I can do web ops work also for Sundaram. So they would tell like okay, we can have it. So we tried to do some work. That's the only extracurricular even for the entire lifespan of the degree I ever participated in. I thought of Paradox sometime, but some of the other reasons came in. Uh, like the initial Paradox, I was not able to attend due to COVID situation, 2021. 2022 was, I guess, something happened. But in 2023, I had a plan to come, but I came in Paradox in Margari. That happens in January for a day. It was more of a Chennai trip for me, not much. But I came with my parents. After that, in Paradox, I didn't plan to, but we had some toppers thing that you have been awarded certificate. And I had my exam on Friday, offline college exam. And on Saturday, I had to be over here in Chennai. So I am from Chandigarh, so you can see the distance and thing. And on Monday again, I had my final exam. If I skip those exams, my that degree will get halted for one another year. And I thought it's a one-time opportunity to go over the stage and have a award from IITM. I took the call and just came here on like Saturday morning. I had a flight on Saturday morning. I just collected the award, went back to hotel, and then next day I flew back to Chandigarh. And the entire journey I was studying about my exams. I didn't enjoy that journey, but I enjoyed that 3 hours over here sitting in the front row and like saying, okay, I have done something. That's what was I was feeling.
Okay, great. So, like you said, you have done offline degree and you were doing this online degree as well. So, like, were there any like difference? What differences you face between them, or like, what were the perks of being in offline or online degree? Can you like clarify?
A short answer for this is IITM degree is league ahead of any offline degree that you compare from small colleges. I haven't personally felt any advantage from my offline college yet. The Logitech opportunity is all based on a BS degree and along with my other side exploration that I usually do. That's the only thing I can say. If I feel like at later stage of life, I feel like there was some advantage of that degree, I'll be happy to be back here and tell you again that yeah, that had some advantage. But for now, I don't see any advantage.
Okay, so was it difficult to manage between them time?
Yes, it was. I won't lie. At 8 o'clock, you need to leave for your offline degree. Till 5, you need to be there. If you are regular, that's the condition. If you are regular, I was a regular student. I used to attend each and every so teacher's favorite sort of thing. At 5, you need to come, and 4 or 5, and you just come back to your home. You have to study for 3 diploma courses or 4 diploma courses with projects with them. Again, with no chat GPT. Difficult. No time for friends, no time for health, only time for family, I would say. Yeah, it was difficult. If one can handle, I'll surely tell him to go with 2 degrees. But if someone feels like I'm good without any offline degree, he can go this standalone and earn a well of like a really good opportunity at some place.
What was the toughest course like for you, which you faced? Like it was difficult to go through.
So toughest has a different
Course or the
definition.
level, anything.
Okay, the level wise, it's like every time there's a like exponential increase. Foundational is spoon fed. Diploma, we have also TAs, but when you enter degree level, it's like the difficulty level just skyrockets. Regarding any course, there's not as many courses that I can say bad about. Like there's no course I can say bad about at all. That depends on a person to person thinking. But difficulty wise, I would have said like, because I have done most of the courses in the very first run of them, so I didn't have access to any previous records. So my difficulty level also based on that, because nowadays they have like students have access to previous courses, so they can have a like, yeah, this is the kind of paper we they expect. So again, Mitesh sir taught really well. I studied well. It was a deep learning course, and I did so many silly mistakes that I ruined that course.
Okay.
But what I ruined over there, I tried to improve in the LLM course. So that LLM course I watched over here, when the recordings were going on. Again, I took the level 5 course and challenged myself like, okay, you understand everything in DL, but you did silly mistakes in paper, the quizzes and all. The same shouldn't happen in LLMs. It's a level 5 course, same teacher, same instructor. I'll just give something happened in LLM also, but it's not bad that. So apart from that, other courses are good. Some again you will face ups and downs. It is totally based on your interest.
Though people underestimate this, people judge it like sometimes that it's an online degree, or and then it will be more easier compared to offline degree and all. But it's a rigorous degree, I believe.
People actually join this degree just thinking it's an online degree. They'll have Zoom classes or something, and at the end they'll sit at home and the certificate will come flying to them. That's what they thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there was, I was like, okay, these are the easy subjects, CT and things. This we can do, right? This was not like that. Many working professionals thought like there's some I won't name, but there are some edtech startups. They do the same thing. You just keep the lectures playing. At the end, you will get a certificate. You need to put in effort every week, every day over here. You if you want to really be successful with this course. If you don't put it, you will be eliminated out at some point of time. Like not directly eliminated out, you will be stagnant at one level. So maybe at foundational level, if you are at diploma, if you somehow cross the foundational, you will be stagnant at diploma level. Any kind of thing you pursue, because there are some projects as well. They need real hands-on thing. So if you don't do them well, you are just stagnant. You can't go up. So this is I don't know about other B.Tech courses or something that IITs offer, but this is equivalent, I would say, to any other offline courses that any of the institution offer. If you do it uh, seriously, non-serious people will cheat. They'll find some way to cheat and think they'll get. But if you want to do it's nothing. There's no online offline thing. It's the education for all thing.
What's your future goals like at this point? Now you work at Logitech, so
So there's short-term goals, long-term goals, but I always try to used to keep something in backup. Again, this degree was my backup. So, but this time I didn't kept something in backup. This was strange thing for me. I didn't see any other companies apart from like, okay, I'm doing something, I should do. My short term is like every week there's something in AI coming in, OpenAI strawberry model will come in soon. There's so many things, but these are short term goals. Every week I need to keep updated. My medium term goal is to pursue my hobbies, like computers were my hobbies. Apart from that, I have hobbies in cars and planes, aviation. I'm a commercial aviation geek, you would say. I can in my office also. To my friend who works with me, I'll just be like, okay, that's the Airbus plane, that's the Boeing plane. And the long-term goal is to be successful in the career really well. I would say, not to stop learning, not to stop growing. I would say, because if you stop learning or stop growing, you'll stop growing financially too.
true.
Believe me or not, financially thing is the driving force behind everything. One will say, oh, no, I'll prefer learning. I'll prefer. Why everyone is learning? Because they need something financially stable. So this is just my beginning. I plan to grow as much as I can in the Logitech environment, and I hope for a longer time, longer duration in the environment, and hopefully it will happen.
Okay. So before we close, do you have any closing thoughts or any tips for students in general?
I guess I covered most of the tips and things, but I'll reiterate some of them. Don't overstress. If you feel lack of motivation at some point of time, just talk to your parents. They are the biggest motivation source on your life. Like they do everything for you. They like everything that they can do possibly they'll do. They will go for like out of their comfort zone, something like that. So parents are the biggest motivating factor for at least me, or should be for everyone. They are the one who will want you to be more, want you to see be the most happy, most successful guy in the world. So even if like taking like too casually, but if I have a higher salary than you, you will be jealous than me, right? You will be jealous. If you have higher salary, I'll be jealous. That's a human tendency. But your parents won't. Your father will be a person, if you have higher salary than him, he'll be happier than you. So parents are the biggest motivating factor. And if you feel less motivation or after that also, try to talk to people, try to make some friends, I would say. Not short-term friends. Try to keep them. You can cry on their shoulders. You can tell them anything you want. That's also I got some those kind of friends over here to TAship. So they won't judge you. They'll be there for you at any point of time. Then don't stress much, but have a bit of a stress about studies. I have, because I was a TA. I saw many persons who were not cared about what's going in OPP, what's going on. So have a little stress, because that's a foundational thing. You need to grow. That's the easiest thing you can. The IITM has given so good opportunity to grow, but if you don't leverage it, it's up to the guy. So That's happen in what do you say, normal situation as well. Like, what's the difference between online and offline thing? When we come offline thing, there you will meet your peers, you grow with them, because the education can be taken from YouTube also, can be taken from ChatGPT also. That's the learning environment that affects you the most. So try to create that sort of environment. Try to keep you motivated. If you feel like unmotivated, you can talk. And if you get some point of time rejection, it will hurt. Like rejection in life in general, but I'm talk about the interview with rejection. It will hurt. It will shake your core. I would say, like, you will feel like what I am doing. But don't be demotivated. Just go with the flow. God has some better plans for you every time you face a rejection.
Right.
So that's my concluding thoughts.
Okay.
I might be wrong with many thoughts, many things that I have said. I might have missed many things, but I think that's what I am meant to say. So
Okay, that was a very insightful podcast, witnessing your whole BS degree journey and how you ended up in Logitech. So, good luck for wherever you go, and yeah, thanks for coming.
thank you, Farhan. It was nice
Sarthak.
meeting you, and I hope I'll be back with some other podcast if I achieve something
for sure,
more.
for sure.